The USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service extends one of its public comment periods. The proposal would change the way companies can use the product of the U.S.A. label. RFD-TV'S Sarah Mock has the update on where that debate stands.
Farm and ranch organizations are encouraging their members to join a key conversation around meat labeling.
The real issue right now is that product of U.S.A. does not mean that meat originated in the United States of America. It simply means that that product passed through a USDA inspected plant at some point.
National Farmers Union, among others, argues for narrowing the product of the U.S.A. definition to allow only meat products from animals born and raised in the United States. Especially during challenging economic times, Perdue says producers need a way to set their products apart.
One of the few market advantages that U.S. producers, U.S. family farmers and ranchers have is that they can label their beef as being a product of the United States. Consumers want to know, and producers want to tell them that that beef is raised in the United States of America. What ends up happening when you allow foreign meats to be labeled as a product of U.S.A. is you're really cutting into the market share that rightfully belongs to U.S. producers.
Other groups representing cattle producers are pushing back. In NCBA's public comment, Senior Vice President of Government Affairs Colin Woodall says narrowing the standards will limit opportunity for U.S. producers and says the petitioners, including the controversial Organization for Competitive Markets, failed to demonstrate how the change would benefit consumers, saying, quote, independent studies have never seen the claim that consumers want to know where their food comes from translate into consistent changes in the buying habits of most Americans. Despite criticism, NFU and their allies are forging ahead, encouraging farmers and ranchers to speak up.
So what we're really pushing for is to change the labeling standard there at FSIS to ensure that product of U.S.A. only applies to products that were born, raised, slaughtered, and processed in the United States.
Organizations on both sides of this debate are hoping their farmer members will add to the nearly 2,000 existing comments in the coming weeks. For the USDA, that public input will be instrumental in helping decide the future of this voluntary labeling program. For RFD-TV, I'm Sarah Mock in Washington.
You can file your comments on the product of the U.S.A. labeling standards online before September 17th by visiting regulations.gov. Well, meteorologists